Hey there everyone, Size Pyro 7 here, and today I'm reviewing the Jurassic World Chaos Theory Gigantic Trackers Suchomimus. I'm beyond pleased Mattel finally made another Suchomimus. It only took them 6 years to do so, and I'm not counting the 2022 basic 12-inch remake. It's just a lesser quality yellow Sucho from 2019. They finally made another new Suchomimus. One of my favorite Spinosaurs. This one is based on the one from Chaos Theory. But before I get into all of this and explain why it is such a peak figure, gotta look at the box, of course. So we got the logo, we got Ghost and Tiger the Atrociraptors, we got the Suchomimus action on the back, or what it can do on the front, and then on the back, we got Styxosaurus in terms of additional guys, scan code, and action features with the tail. Yeah, that's about it. No instructions to this one. But, so, yeah, this is the Suchomimus. It's large size. I know at the beginning of the dinosaur review series for 2025, I said that this would technically be medium, but I am still trying to restructure how I size them, so it's large again. So, yeah. Overall, this is a nice Suchomimus figure. A very, very nice one. I will be comparing the other two I have and Mattel made to it at the end. But overall, I do not have a lot of complaints about the overall sculpt. There are a few. The first one being the tail is too short. On camera, it looks fine for some reason, but in person, it is ever so slightly too short. And this section, like with the action, yes, but like I'm talking where the tail actually starts right behind the hips, it is a little too short. Not egregious like their Proceratosaurus, though. And the skull shape is too wide. It's too wide like an alligator. The height-wise, I think actually it is too short height-wise and too wide. Suchomimus had a thin but tall skull, if I'm correct on the proportions. So yeah, the head shape's not quite right. But those are the two major complaints. The rest of it is honestly perfectly fine. It is a nice tannish, maybe with a little hint of yellowish brown coloration throughout the main entire body, with a rather interesting choice of a bright green, like yellowish green color underside that starts at the neck, goes until the hips, and then black dark gray patterning on the entire body. Honestly, the entire body, and the patterning is so good. So good. It may not be completely show accurate, in fact it's not, but this will do compared to their 6-year absence of Suchomimus. I will say, just like the Styxosaurus, there's, for whatever reason, 2 silvery slash marks. Not sure why those are there, but oh, okay, they're fine, I guess. The eye is red, with the pupils probably honestly the same color as the colorized patterning on its own, which is a little disappointing, but hey, the claws are not colored, and I would not count that as colored. I can barely even tell, so let's just say none of the claws are colored. The foot bends right below the ankle, so that has got to hurt. Let's see, scan code is right there. I gotta do a video showing off what happens when you scan it. I know I've brought these up since 2023, the whole scan code thing, and I've never demonstrated it. The teeth are separate mold. They did that in 2024. They made them a separate mold, so that's perfectly fine. None of them are interlocking, unlike in the show. At least one of the teeth in the show was interlocking with the upper jaw, but oh well, that's fine. And oh yeah, and it's also missing the nasal crest that it would technically have in real life, unless it's this tiny little bump, in which case, bruh, that is incredibly pathetic for a Suchomimus. Unless they're trying to make it sexually dimorphic, in which case, sure, I guess. A couple other details where the scaling is absolutely amazing. The scale details are remarkable, actually. There's a lot of scratch marks, especially over here on this part of the tail. Not sure why. Got in a fight with something, I guess. I know it was not the Majungasaurus. Its tiny little arms ain't doing anything to its tail. But yeah, that's about it in terms of overall design. Not really sure what else to say. Articulation, the arms are a ball socket joint so they can stick out, move in a 360 circle. I like to have them kind of huddled inwards. Might go a little bit further back, but this feels more natural for a bipedal predator. The hands are non-pronated, or at least to the best degree I can tell, they are non-pronated, which means they are like this and not this, which if they were like this for a dinosaur, they would be broken. So that is very good. The feet are actually very small compared to their previous Suchomimus, and so that's good. That is very good because, as I've said with theropods, the foot starts up here. This is the entire foot, and these are the toes. So the fact that the toes represent probably more than they should, but not as much of a space as like most of their large carnivores, that is very good. And the legs are also capable of sticking outwards. Not a whole lot, but they can. Same with the arms. And they could probably also go in a 360 circle. Not fully certain. And then I said that the feet are segmented, as in like they had to fit in the box somehow, so they bend below the ankle. And man, that is got to hurt. And that's it in terms of articulation. The action feature, the box showcased. It's got tail-based attack, which I absolutely love. I know I said this in the Stixosaurus video, but I absolutely love the fact that Mattel is going back to tail-based action features. That's what they did in 2020, and they left it there, which is sad because I've got good memories with my collection that year. So, tail-based attacks are nice. Twist it side to side, and the Sucho's head moves side to side, and usually, yeah, there we go, snaps the mouth. Go on. There we go. And then move it up or down, and you get an up or down based attack, which also snaps the mouth shut. And now I got my other Suchomimus out, got them organized in release date, not collection date. This was their original one. I've already made a video on this guy. It's a lot more cartoonish, especially in the skull area, although proportionately it is thinner and taller, like it should be. Overall, it's just got a simple single action feature, and the feet are probably a little bit bigger than they should be, but overall fine. This is the second one they did, 2018, 2019. It's got two action feet. It's just a recolor of their original and slight modifications, such as the tail curves more, and the mouth is open, and the mouth is open, and one of the buttons closes it, while the other wags the tail. Classic Megadool attack action. But, like, that's it. It's just a recolor of their blue Sucho, so there's not really that much worth saying. This was the first one I got, the yellow guy. So, like, although the skull is the wrong shape, and the tail's probably a little short, their new Suchomimus is such an upgrade compared to their other two. Both in colorations and designs and action. But as much as I genuinely like all three, I can't praise this one enough, given it's been 6 years since I've made a Suchomimus. And also, as I say this, I realize one other severe anatomical inaccuracy they have, which is also in the show Jurassic World Chaos Theory, so I can't complain all that much. But Suchomimus is well known for having a short, 2-foot tall sail on its back, which hardly exists on this figure, but is much more prominent on their original two figures. So I know that they based this one on the show, and DreamWorks Universal could have done so much better when designing the Suchomimus, but overall, Suchomimus is such a nice addition to the Jurassic franchise, even if it was canon as of Jurassic World, that I truthfully cannot complain a lot about this design. I love it. It's nice. And yeah, that was the Gigantic Trackers Suchomimus. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll be seeing you again in the next one. See ya.